Hello, my name is Patricia Baez Ramos and I am a part of the English 3236 Technical Communications class, section 060H. Today I'm going to talk about what are zoonotic and reverse zoonotic diseases and which are common in the United States and Puerto Rico. So as I said, my name is Patricia and I'm a senior at the University of Puerto Rico in Mayagüez. I am currently finishing my bachelor's degree in biology, and I am planning to continue my studies in veterinary medicine in the North Carolina State University. I plan to focus on equine medicine, working treating horses, and I also plan to become a certified veterinary surgeon. Besides my interest in the health of animals, I have developed an interest for human health and the relationship between animal health and human health. This brings me to zoonotic and reverse zoonotic diseases. So, what are zoonotic and reverse zoonotic diseases? First of all, zoonosis or zoonotic diseases is the term used when diseases found in animals are transmitted to humans. Reverse zoonotic diseases, also called reverse zoonosis, refers to the diseases that are normally found in humans but that can be transmitted to animals. These diseases can be caused by bacteria, parasites, fungus, viruses, and other pathogens. Zoonotic diseases can be transmitted by mosquitoes, ticks, birds, pets, rats, and other humans. Reverse zoonotic diseases are transmitted from humans to animals, and some diseases may even involve the capacity to be transmitted between humans. Some common zoonotic diseases in the United States and Puerto Rico are dengue, Zika virus, Salmonella, leptospirosis, and Lyme disease. In this presentation, I will explain some common zoonotic diseases and talk a little about reverse zoonotic diseases. So first, I'm going to be talking about Lyme disease. This disease is caused by the bacteria Borrelia burgdorferi and is transmitted by a deer tick. It typically starts with a skin lesion that has the shape of a target, as shown in the picture below. Other symptoms that patients show are fatigue, headaches, fever, body ache, and sometimes musculoskeletal pain, hepatitis, sore throat, and other symptoms. These symptoms develop during several weeks and may not appear all at the same time. If not treated, Lyme disease can lead to problems with short-term memory, problems breathing, and arthritis. In the United States, approximately 30,000 cases are reported annually. Cases of Lyme disease in Puerto Rico are not common. It usually happens if the patient recently traveled to any place where the disease is common and contracted the disease there. The West Nile virus is a disease caused by a virus typically transmitted by a mosquito. It affects humans, equines, which includes horses, zebras, donkeys, and those animals that are related, and also affects birds. Fortunately, the majority of the people infected with this virus don't develop any symptoms. However, a small quantity of people can experience fever, headaches, body aches, diarrhea, vomiting, and rash. More severe symptoms are neurological illnesses such as meningitis, and some of these neurological effects may be permanent or fatal. About 2,000 cases of West Nile virus were reported in the United States last year. In Puerto Rico, there was an outbreak of this virus in 2007, which affected mostly chickens. Malaria is a disease caused by a parasite that is transmitted by a certain type of mosquito. This disease can show symptoms such as fever, sweats, headaches, nausea, and vomiting, and in a more severe stage, it can cause seizures, coma, neurological abnormalities, anemia, kidney failure, low blood pressure, and other symptoms. If not treated on time, it can cause death. In the United States, cases of malaria appear mostly in people that have traveled recently to places such as Africa and other continents. In this country, In the United States, about 1,500 cases of this disease are reported each year. In 2015, the local newspaper El Nuevo Dia reported that Puerto Rico went under surveillance of a small malaria outbreak, but not many cases have been reported in the island. So now I'm going to talk about some diseases that are more common in Puerto Rico. First of all, dengue is a very popular disease in the island, and it has geographically expanded throughout the years. It is a disease caused by a virus that is transmitted to humans by the mosquito Aedes aegypti, which is the mosquito in the picture. The transmission occurs when the mosquito bites a person that is infected by the virus and then proceeds to bite a healthy person. Patients can experience severe headaches, joint pain, muscle and bone pain, vomiting blood, difficulty breathing, abdominal pain, and other symptoms. This disease has been categorized as endemic of Puerto Rico, meaning that occurs mainly in the island. Back in 2007, around 27,000 possible cases of dengue were reported in Puerto Rico. It is so common in the island that there are constant campaigns that promote for people to be prepared against the disease and discard the places where the mosquito can live and reproduce. In the United States, most cases occur as a result from transmission in places where the disease is endemic, such as Puerto Rico. Another disease that is similar to dengue is chikungunya, which is also common in the island. It is also caused by a virus transmitted by the same mosquito that transmits dengue. Symptoms are also fever, joint pain, headaches, muscle pain, and other symptoms. In this particular disease, the joint pain can last months after the infection. In 2014, there was an outbreak of chikungunya in Puerto Rico, and the year ended with about 4,300 confirmed cases and around 26,000 possible cases in the island. Another disease that has recently gained popularity in Puerto Rico is the Zika virus. This virus is transmitted to humans by the same mosquito that transmits dengue and chikungunya. It can be transmitted between people. Some examples are from mother to child during the pregnancy, through sexual relationships, and through blood transfusions. Many people experience none or mild symptoms such as fever, rash, headaches, joint pain, conjunctivitis, and muscle pain. Two of the biggest risks of this disease is that it's associated and it may lead to microcephaly in newborns, which is as shown in the picture when a baby is born with a reduced head size, and it is also associated with the Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is a sickness of the nervous system. Between 2015 and 2017, about 5,000 cases of Zika virus have been reported in the United States. During the same time period, about 37,000 cases were reported in Puerto Rico, which included possible and confirmed cases. Salmonellosis is caused by a bacteria called Salmonella, and it is commonly transmitted to humans by the ingestion of uncooked chicken, as in the picture. Patients often experience fever, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and other symptoms. If not treated, it may cause death, but this is not common. About 1.2 million cases of suspected salmonellosis are reported annually in the United States. In Puerto Rico, people may get infected with this bacteria when outbreaks occur in the United States, but this is not common in the island. So, leptospirosis is a disease caused by a bacteria called Leptospira that is spread through the urine of the infected animals, which may include pigs, dogs, horses, wild animals, cattle, and mostly rats or rodents. This disease can affect humans and animals, and some of the symptoms that patients can show are fever, headaches, muscle pain, vomits, rash, diarrhea, abdominal pains, and other symptoms. If the disease develops Without being treated, it may cause kidney failure, liver failure, and meningitis. Between 100 and 200 cases of leptospirosis are reported annually in the United States. Back in 2011, there was a small outbreak of the disease in Puerto Rico, but not many cases were reported. So, influenza, which is the last disease that I'm going to be talking about, is also called the flu, and is a disease caused by different types of viruses. The transmission of this disease depends on the type of the virus, but it is mostly transmitted to humans by birds and pigs, and by birds it is commonly transmitted by poultry, and it can also be transmitted between people. Symptoms may be mild or severe, and it can include fever, cough, sore throat, fatigue, muscle pain, headaches, body pain, and a runny nose. If it is not treated fast enough, complications may happen, which include respiratory tract infections and other complications. The flu, or influenza, is a very common disease in the United States and Puerto Rico. As I said before, reverse zoonotic diseases are transmitted from humans to animals. They may be caused by bacteria, viruses, fungus, parasites, and other pathogens. Some reverse zoonotic diseases are influenza, which is frequently found in pigs, hepatitis, measles, and respiratory diseases. There is not much information about how many diseases can be transmitted from humans to animals and the incidence that they have, which is why more research needs to be done in this field. So how can we prevent zoonotic and reverse zoonotic diseases? So first of all, it is important to know where such diseases can be contracted. It is common to find them in farms, petting zoos, parks, pet stores, or any place that may put humans in contact with animals. When being around animals, it is important to keep a good hygiene, always washing our hands after the exposure to animals happen. To protect ourselves from insects, it is important to first use bug repellent and to get rid of any standing water that may lead to the reproduction of mosquitoes. Finally, there are vaccines for some of these diseases, such as influenza, which is a great way of preventing them. Lastly, I would like to talk about the One Health Initiative. This initiative promotes the interdisciplinary collaborations in aspects of human health, animal health, and the environment. It promotes biomedical research that helps public health efficiency and improves medical education and clinical care. They promote the collaboration between physicians, veterinarians, and other health and environmental professionals to improve the lives of all species, integrating human medicine, animal medicine, and environmental science. Some of the work that they do includes organizing conferences about different subjects, implementing the initiative into academic programs in universities, and writing scientific articles. The work they do serves to inform both the scientific community and the rest of the society. Through this organization, people can learn more about how our health is extremely related to the health of other living things and about the importance of zoonotic diseases. So, thank you all for your attention. I hope that this presentation was a good source of information for you and that it can help you in the future. Goodbye.